Hey, who all gonna be there podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
What's up? What's up?
What up,
Welcome
y'all?
back to another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. Tracy J is in the building. I'm in the building. And we're gonna shut it down. J Rock gonna shut it down. Like J Rock
Your
always.
faves, basically.
And we're here, of course, to talk about the GOAT. And it's episode 6. And we're gonna get into it. Anything we need to talk about beforehand? Any updates? What's going on in your life? How you doing? How you feeling? What's up?
I heard Davon like girls now.
Please do not go around telling
listen,
folks.
I support it. Go ahead, girl.
LGBT.
It's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month to those that celebrate it. Happy Pride Month, y'all.
LGBT.
LGBT. Yeah. Plus.
Oh my no. So what Teresa's referring to, there was a tweet by an unhinged stan on Twitter saying that Nani and Davon were hooking up, basically having an affair, because Nani is married to Casey, right? And that's a lie.
Just weird.
That is not happening.
Let's see what it say.
Because first of all, when have you ever known Davon to be in a showmance of any sort, of any kind? Never. She's never done that. And she gonna pop out on the scene in a lesbian one? No. Don't think so. But it's just funny because everybody's like, what is going on? We didn't know. We didn't, like, y'all chill. It's just jokes.
Okay, let me pull it up for y'all.
ADM. Yes, I love the Davon and Jill duo. This episode, we really got to eat with this duo and see them work.
A reliable source has told me that Nani Gonzalez has been hooking up with Davon Rogers despite being in a relationship with Casey Clark. That's what the street's saying. That's what they saying, y'all.
And the streets are lying. Survey says it's a lie.
Listen, I'll be real. Do I believe it? Not really. But it's funny. Way to pop out Pride Month. You know what I'm saying?
There's a tweet. I don't know if y'all know who Miss Henry is, but y'all probably seen Miss Henry. Miss Henry is the one who said, that handles big business. Miss Henry, that
big
Miss Henry.
Business.
So she was doing live on TikTok, and somebody asked her, they was like, hey, did you see that Sandra Bullock came out as a lesbian? And she was like, no.
Sandra Bullock came out as a lesbian?
I don't know. And she was like, nah,
I love Sandra Bullock.
She was like, nah, I ain't seen that, but I don't care because she ain't licking nothing over here, so it don't make I don't care. It don't make me never mind.
But you know what? I ain't gonna even hold you. I thought Sandra Bullock had been a lesbian for a long time. And I was like, oh, and she had a kid, but she had adopted a kid. So I was like, that don't mean nothing. Because she was with a dude for a minute. I do know that. But then I was just like, when's she coming out?
Sandra Bullock, the one who did the Netflix
Miss Congeniality.
The Bird Box. She did Bird Box too, right? That's her.
Bird Box too, yeah.
Okay. I'm be knowing these people. But what's new with me? That's crazy. The streets are funny for that. Yeah, Sandra Bullock. That's how.
I love Sandra Bullock.
What was I gonna say? Excuse me, because I'm a little congested. I feel like my nose is a little stopped up. I had a little drama myself in the last week.
Lord,
I didn't talk about it last episode.
Oh, yes, you did. About the Kirk Franklin? Yeah.
Oh, I talked about that on air?
I think so.
I don't know if it was on air. Anyway, yeah, I had a little tiff last week. Anyway, it wasn't a tip. I won't say that because it wasn't like we got into it or nothing like that. But I did make a TikTok explaining my experience. So if you want to go over there to TikTok at the Air Chronicles and figure it out and hear my story. But anyway, we're wasting time. The GOAT. So we're down to the final 8. And I'm excited. This is a decent final 8, although I only care if 2 to 3 people win. Really,
no, it ain't. It's raggedy.
I'm trying to be nice. And you get Wendell and Reza, they're like scrambling because they lost 2 of their numbers last week, and they're trying to figure out how they messed up. And we missed it because they didn't show it. But apparently Davon and Jill strategized how they wanted the numbers to fall in the way that they did so that their targets went home.
And why wouldn't you show us that?
Why wouldn't they show us that? We want to see strategy. We want to see that stuff. And so, excuse me. And so they gave us that little background because they were scared at that point. You know, they trying to reel Joe back in a little bit. And really just trying to figure out where they go from here because they know they back is on the wall. They know they got to win. If they don't win tonight, they're going home again. They know that for sure because the girls have the girls plus Joe. The girls plus Joe now have the numbers.
Joe funny.
And send home anyone they want to send home.
I'm rocking with Joe heavy, okay?
Me too.
Joe had a little comment where he was just like, I think he said like all the guys are losing or all the guys are on side, but they losing. He said the women are winning. So and that's where I'm rocking with the women. I was like, all right. I was like, you know
I
what?
That. Joe said he's rolling with the women.
It's gonna be me and the ladies, and I'm okay with that. I think
I'm okay too.
Listen, I was like, I ain't even mad at it. Yeah, I double standard in because we was clowning CJ. We turning on the girls, but we like, yeah, Joe, do that.
Turn on the men, but she turned for no reason. Like he turned with a purpose.
Yeah, I'm going to say because they was playing Joe, they was trying to vote him out. So
yeah, he took where they were safety, okay, and it was genuine. Even though he still was kind of scared, even from the beginning, going up to the vote, he was like, I don't know if my alliance is who they say they are, but I'm hoping that they are.
Right.
And so they get to their GOAT challenge, right? Because it wasn't much drama. I'm gonna just be honest, this episode, it was pretty cut and dry, not too much going on.
I like the comps though. The comps were cool.
It was a good comp, really good comp. It was another spelling comp. So listen, if you want to go on the GOAT, go get you a thesaurus, a dictionary, an encyclopedia, learn something. Play Scrabble, play what's that new word game? Wordle. Do something.
Wordle, yeah. Let me tell you, they did the first one, and I had it like that. I said alliance. I was like, yeah, I'm good at this game. Then they went to that second word, and I said, well, I don't know what that one is, y'all.
I said, what's that word? That was me. And then it was like competition. I was like, oh, what? That's what that was.
But I showed. So once they got the clues, it automatically popped out. Because if you don't have a clue, because then they had showed a couple of them, and I was just like, you didn't give us the clue, so I don't know what that one is. But when we got that clue, I was like, oh, yeah, it's new enough, Elon.
Right, he wasn't talking about it ain't new. It is. It was just started last year when everybody was doing it, right?
Well,
that's when everybody.
We don't know what the new word game is, so until a new word game replaces it, Wordle is gonna be new. Even if it's 5 years old, until another one replace it, because it was Words with Friends. I haven't played Words with Friends in a minute. I'm gonna play that. Eric, I'm gonna send you a word.
Girl,
what's the what's the me and Steve literally like this weekend went back to the iPhone games. Like we did pool, we did basketball because we haven't played in so long. I'm gonna put you up on a word one so I can beat you.
Oh Lord, I haven't did that in so triggering.
I know.
I used to play with that. I used to play that with an ex, and she knows it.
That was that. Before you said, I said I know.
That was me and Kelly's thing.
I know.
But me and Kelly are cool, so it's fine. It's fine.
Kelly.
Oh, now. Anyways, so they pretty much do another spelling game, and the way this one works, like Tree said, it was pretty cool. So they have 3 balloons of oatmeal, right? If they get a word correct, they're safe, and they get to choose to pop anybody's balloon. But if they get it wrong, one of their balloons get popped, and the people who got it right get to choose out of the ones who get it wrong whose balloon they get to pop. Right off the bat. Reza and Wendell, pop. lost the balloon.
How's that? Y'all know, okay, the core of this show, okay, the core of this podcast, we always bring it back to Big Brother because that's how we came together. We have formed this podcast for Big Brother. So when y'all say, why Trees always bring back to Big Brother, that's why. And So we're gonna do
it's our foundation.
Anyways, I would love for them to do this on Big Brother because once again, we talked about this in BB Can. These comps where you have to show your cards forces you to play. Because especially in BBUS, we all know it's been where we gotta wait. Oh, let's wait till the numbers get down. No, I need you to play the game today. And if you think somebody targeting you, oh shit, we gotta start playing the game. So Big Brother, put those comments where you have to expose yourself. Yes. So that's
and like she said, we want them early. Don't wait to jury. We want it early. And we also
pre
it's
and
simple.
After. Yep.
It's simple, right?
Very
it's simple. And I like it. I like that you got to sit here. And since they like to be silly and stuff, you want to throw goo on them, throw goo on them. You want to throw whatever.
Yeah, you know, Big Brother's liking that. I don't know what the obsession is with mess and snot and boogers, and I don't know what that season was doing. And I don't know, but this is a way you can do it. So still, thanks.
Pop balloons.
It ain't copyrighted.
This is a perfect HOH comp, especially when you know things are getting heated in the house. You're like, okay,
great HOH comp.
Y'all feeling safe? Or when especially when they feeling safe. Y'all feeling safe and nobody wants to make a move. Okay, let's show you. Let's see where y'all stand.
Yep.
And I think this will be perfect for it.
Oh, for sure.
Look who decides to join us for tonight.
Happy Pride Month,
girl.
Hey. You missed our introduction to Davon liking girls.
Girl, I don't believe that for a bit.
I don't believe it at all. Honestly,
it's all foolishness.
But if it, the 1% chance is true, though, we support it, girl.
No, she could do better than Nani. That's for sure.
I'm about to say she would do it. Nani,
we don't support Nani at all.
If she
gonna support her bumping cootie cats with another woman, that's cool. You do your business. Nani, don't support her at all. I don't like her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Her and those chompers. I wouldn't do.
And also, never mind. I'm gonna get into it. Anyways, hey Josh.
Hi.
I say something ignorant. I don't like
so we're just now talking about the challenge. Do you want to throw your tidbit in there? We just started talking about it and explain what happened. So we kind of took your job. Since
the spelling challenge. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so first I'll give me a little opinion. I think we're almost getting borderline repetitive here. 2 spelling challenges in a row. Just a little bit like y'all could have done like general knowledge trivia or something.
Yeah.
Like y'all could have done touchy subjects, something like that. Like I like the concept of like if you get you get it right, you get to eliminate, you get to pop someone's balloon, but I don't think it should be 2 spelling challenges in a row. Like,
agreed. Because clearly, as we saw, the women once again dominated ferociously. Right? They ate the men up, took them out, spit them out for lunch. It was down to 4 women at the end of the day. Like it was pretty much the
women are dominating
and Powell against CJ, and they finally got CJ out. And so it was between Jill and Powell. And we're like, obviously, I prefer Jill to Powell, and Jill did win on Diamonds, a girl's best friend.
Soon I saw that, I said, "Diamonds are forever."
Me too.
I knew that one.
I didn't respond to y'all's text message earlier, but I remember y'all was talking about how y'all struggle with this. Some of those words y'all didn't get. I was like,
competition.
Yeah,
I did not get competition. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I got them all.
I didn't need to lie. I paused the show. I said, let me see if I could. I don't know how much time they got in reality of like what they're, to try to guess. But I was like, let me pause and myself 30 seconds and see if I could. I was like, okay. You know that.
I got lines easy. Diamonds easy. What was the other ones? Competition
rehearsal,
I did not.
I got rehearsal real quick.
Rehearsal I got easy. Rehearsal I saw right. Yeah, I got that one right off.
Yeah, it was just some, and then they started speeding up, so like we really couldn't guess. But it was a decent comp. We were just kind of equating it to like what we feel like Big Brother should be implementing comps like this to show people's cards early to keep people from playing too safe.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they should do that like the week before jury starts. I feel like that is the perfect time to do a challenge.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just do it.
Or if everybody's throwing stuff too early. Yeah.
Yep.
Something to shake it up. Everybody, because everybody know what you call it?
Shoot, do it the second HOH comp. You know these people enough. You don't live with them for a week.
BB Can did it twice. BB Can, the first 2-3 comps showed your cards. Sure did. So, I mean, it can happen.
And let me tell you, that's proof of how things early in the game affect the game. Because going back to BB Can, of course, we're gonna do this. They said that Goose would be a pawn star for the season. You know what happened? Mm-hmm. Pawn star for the season. So just is something that's simple. It's like word, like once you hear it, it's implemented into your brain. So if you hear that so and so is targeting so and so, you like, I remember week 2
or like
3, I'm looking for you.
Or like some of the questions I remember, they were like, who's the least liked person on the team? Or like, who is someone that nobody trusts on the team, or the least trusted person?
I would make a mental note.
Tola, everybody on that Tola. What does everybody kept saying throughout the game? Can't trust Tola. Tola this, Tola that.
Yep.
Who's too emotional, or I don't know what they would say.
That should be a mandatory week, like 2 or 3 comp. That'd be good.
Or like we say in the spitting challenge, all that spitting, take out the person you want out the competition. But hey, you like, oh, you spitting stuff in my bottle, okay? So you want me out?
What we doing here?
Mm-hmm. And so going back to the goal, although the stakes were quote unquote high because Wendell and Reza needed to win. I keep leaving Chef Jason out because Chef Jason is cool. We love Chef Jason.
And then I feel like even this, like low key, I kind of feel like in a way, Chef Jason's kind of a floater in a way, because like he's locked in with the boys, but it's like the girls are not worried about Chef Jason at all because like like they feel like they could potentially work with him once they
get
the
middle person.
Yeah. He's low-key kind of in a good spot in the house.
He is in a great spot because ain't nobody voting.
He wanted to go. They're gonna be like, "What the hell? What we gonna do now? What we gonna do now?"
So yeah, he's chilling. So it's really Rest and Wendell that's worried. So the stakes were quote unquote high, but we know it's not to the level of our other shows that we watch it. When it's like I have to win this, otherwise I'm going home type deal. Right. So Jill does win, like we said. And so before they get into strategy talk, her and Devon, they have a little pool party and they go around playing hot potato, talking about their favorite moments, which I like this. I like this was a cute little moment or whatever.
Good fluff.
This was decent fluff. And then everybody started, Devon and Jill was like, all right, I put my little 5 minutes at the pool, time to go talk about this game. And then so they walked upstairs and got to strategizing. And Reza was pissed. He's like, oh my God, they won't even pretend to like us. They run upstairs and scheming. We got to take our shot at Devon.
Bro, we in the game.
Hello?
Yeah. It was like we had our fun. We just went swimming. We went and had our bonding time by the campfire. But now it's like, okay, we did just have a goat challenge today. We do have an elimination challenge tomorrow.
Come on. And so he's pissed. He's trying to get with people. We got to get Avon out. This is our time. She's vulnerable. Excuse me. We got to get her out. Take our shot right now. And then everybody's broken up. Everybody in their little 2s and 3s. And CJ left in the pool by herself. And she pisses me off.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody is just going around. They don't even want to be at the pool party no more. They're just off scheming and plotting and playing the game. And I just don't understand why nobody wants to take time and just have fun. You signed up for this, in the words of Victoria.
You signed up for this.
Can I say something controversial?
Go ahead. Just don't get us canceled.
No, of course not. I don't like CJ and the GOAT, but I would love to see her play Big Brother.
I'm not mad at it.
She can put the competitiveness
she give me
on
Jessica.
When need to, and you can tell she don't bite her tongue. Which is gonna cause drama. Yeah, play Big Brother.
She give me Jessica from 19.
No, I was like, when you said that, I was like, she kind of reminded me of somebody, but I can't. I was gonna say
Aaron,
Jessica from not that problematic.
Jessica from 19.
That was the one that
with Cody.
She looked like.
She the one who went home.
Thin.
Okay. Yeah.
You know I heard thin. I heard thin.
Goodbye. Jessica that should have not put up Ramsey's. That Jessica.
Yes. I had to think about it. Especially
she get HOH. She'd be like, I'm putting up because y'all don't want to do this. I can just see her right now, just getting into it.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean put her on there. I'm just saying. I see her enough. I'm just stating the fact.
And honestly, I feel like it's.
Here go.
I don't know, my opinion on like having these like non-reality competition shows, but like they bring on to like these kind of like new shows. Like they brought all these people together for a GOAT. That's a brand new show and format. Or it's like bringing them to the Trader. It's a brand new show and format. And we have like Celebrity Big Brother people that like don't necessarily are like aware of the game and know that. And like the people that play Big Brother, I want to say for the Celebrity Big Brother for the most part, have been people that understand that they are playing a game. That they are in this. That you are in this house and you are playing a game. You may not know the game that well, but that's one thing that's firmly established amongst everyone, that you are playing a game. You need to win power. You need to have strategy talks. You need to make alliances. I just feel like a lot of times these people that are going on these newer formatted shows, like even with the new show that's supposed to be coming out on Hulu, I feel like with these new formats with these reality TV people, I feel like with these it's called Take the Money and Run.
The show I was supposed to be on.
Oh, I remember. I couldn't remember what format it came out.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that was public. I didn't know that was public domain information yet or not. So I didn't say.
Oh, it's fine.
But I just feel like I don't know. It's just a pattern I've noticed with like bringing them onto these kind of newer shows. Of like they still like having a Celebrity Big Brother. I don't think we'd be having as many problems.
Yeah, I believe it.
Never mind. I take it back. I know what he's talking about. Never mind. I take it back.
But no, I agree. It's just crazy. And I was literally talking to my aunt about this. She do not watch these shows like that. But I was just kind of explaining to her how like a lot of times they get these shows and they put already reality TV stars on there, but then they be the ones who come from these relaxing on the beach or sipping a Mai Tais. That's always my go-to. About what they be doing, because then they get on these competition shows with people who've done this thing for years. And then they are like, what's going on? Why are you doing this? I can't believe. And I just don't understand. I don't. But that's where we're at. CJ is one of the main ones. She won't let it go. Girl, we down to the final 8. You still worried about people scheming, plotting, and planning?
You don't notice these people don't go home.
When is it going to click?
And you play the game. And you won GOAT too. You had to already make strategical decisions. Like, girl.
It's like, as soon as she got kicked out of the girl squad, now it's all of a sudden, why am I strategizing? Why we can't just all get along? Why we can't be kumbaya?
Girl, the game over tomorrow. It's too late. It's too late. Kumbaya is the first 3 days. It's over.
Right. And so Davon and Jill are up there strategizing. And first of all, they had a moment, and I thought it was a really sweet moment. And this might have happened even before this, but I can't remember. But that little moment that they did have, I forgot to mention that. I think it did happen before the GOAT challenge happened. But like how Jill was like, I really appreciate I have you in this game. Davon was like, I want us two to be at the end. And she's like, I agree. And she was like, I really love what you stand for, how you play for your daughter. And she was like, I love it there. She's like, I'm coming to see you in the Hamptons. Don't forget about it. I ain't coming to see you.
Right.
And I hope this friendship opens doors for Davon as well. Just on a personal side. And because look, she might be visiting Jill. I don't know if they still have the Housewives of the Hamptons or a show or something.
Oh, she was from Jersey.
Oh,
I think.
So you see, I don't know.
New Jersey. I ain't watched it in a minute, but I did like her season. She crazy.
Eli talking about go swim. Eli is so laid back. He talking about he feels CJ because that's all he want to do. He want to sit here, be in the pool, and play by the fire, and he don't want to play the game because he don't want to make the tough decisions. But
that's too bad.
Too bad. But anyway, so they start talking about how they want things to go and how they got to be strategic about the teams that they pick. And but they also know that it really don't matter where the teams go and who go on which team. They just know they splitting up Reza and Wendell this time. look, I guess they must have heard us in the future tense because we talked about this last
that's why I was
time.
in New York, not New Jersey, New York. Sorry, I had to get that.
Okay, no, you're fine.
Close.
I think me and Josh talked about that last week. It's like they should have split Reza and Window up, and they must have heard us in the future tense because they definitely did that this time. They split them up.
They did
split them up, and so then that's what they plan to do. They said whatever we do, we just make sure they on the opposite teams, right?
Right. One of you motherfuckers going on.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and so then they get ready for the challenge. You want to talk about the challenge, Josh, since you missed the first one?
Yes, I shall. So these teams of four, it's kind of funny that this was a challenge because Eric, I know if you clocked it, but this is the same challenge they had at the beginning of season 18, Davon's second season of Big Brother.
They sure did. I sure did clock it. I sure did.
Well, I ain't clocked that. Y'all know I be forgetting stuff.
Yeah,
it was a team challenge.
It was a
and
team
they almost
challenge.
lost.
Yeah.
Because
they
of Paul.
doing the house.
And Davon, they were both arguing, but Paul wouldn't listen to Davon. And
they was in that sand, had to be up that sand thing. I remember.
Yeah, that was like pretty much the same challenge. They had four people that are, well, this one, in Big Brother, they were holding up the full like tray, whatever. This time, it's on the tray is like on a swivel kind of platform, and they have to keep it balanced. So pretty much they're all
made it a little bit harder.
Huh?
That made it a little bit harder, don't you think?
But the thing is like I think no, because of the fact if you're holding up the entire weight of the tray, as opposed to like the tray is like on the little swivel thing, it's not going to completely tip over. It's just going to like to be slightly off balance. Whereas like if you're holding the whole thing, it's like one wrong move. It's like the whole thing.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying now.
So basically, they all on a walk, holding on to the one piece of rope. There are four people. They got to cross the balance beam. They each got to build like a tower, kind of almost like Jenga, build a house, and they got to put put a roof on top. 16 pieces, 16 pieces, 12, something like
16.
that.
Something like that. 16.
So they each had to put 4 pieces on there, and the first team to complete it is safe. So at first they go neck and neck, and then Jill, Davon, and Wendell's team, they get off to an early start and they drop. And then I was like, oh no, not the other team. We don't.
I said, oh Lord.
I was like, no, but then they dropped too. I said, oh,
fell right behind them. Right behind them.
Wait, we forgot to mention that when Jill picked the teams, Joe got skeptical. He was like, they put all the, stack their team with the people. He was nervous. He's like, am I getting played right now? Like, why I get stuck over here? And then Russell was pissed because he's like, Jill's supposed to be my friend. Why wouldn't she pick me? She gonna stack the team. And he said this later. She gonna stack the team full of people who've already played shows or could play game shows and put them all on one team.
Joe's an athlete and Wendell has played a game before. So technically, it was pretty even, honestly. Yeah.
True.
If she being real, like he was just being he was whining.
He was whining.
A big old baby.
Because they were literally right behind them.
Yeah, they were literally they were almost tied up. It's like they were like the Jill's team was like maybe like one piece ahead, and then it's like one of the last 2 pieces, and then Reza's team drops.
Yep.
They spill and goes tumbling down, and so then Jill's team locks in, puts that last piece on there, and I like this difference because normally in like Big Brother and other shows they gotta stay for like 3 seconds. They say, "Nah, you gotta hold this for 8."
Baby, if it was 9, it would have been over.
That
thing was like this. That thing was like, oh.
Like, baby, the Leaning Tower pizza.
Yeah, they said 8, and they held it up. Thank God they didn't say 8.5 because that would have been done.
Yep.
It would have been over.
So
challenges like this always make me nervous because it's like you can't even depend on your own self. Like you have to depend on the other people and how they holding it. Somebody has to be coaching people. Hold on, you pull back. We need more slack on your side. We need more pulling on this side. And don't get nobody who feet like Joe. He talking about my feet was just too big for the thing, so he kept falling off the thing.
Well, that's why Joe put him on the other team.
Listen, no, because exactly. I'm sorry. I gotta set my team up to win. And so purple team is safe. So that's Davon, Wendell, and Jason, who are safe.
Lucky, I forgot who the.
Oh, right. Wendell was on that team. That's right.
Same.
You see me thinking, you look, I had to look back and say, was it Jason?
I was like, process of elimination. Powell wasn't because Powell can't win a challenge.
Can't win the challenge.
It's not looking like it.
Save her life.
But I tell you what, if they had a jury format at the end and she make it there, it's like, look, I was up for elimination every round, and y'all didn't vote me out. That's a hell of a story if this was a jury format.
No, because what did you do though? You got here because then nobody feel like you was a competitor.
But if you spin it right, look, sometimes these games you gotta be able to spin. Like you gotta be able to. The game is about taking advantage of circumstances that are out of your control. You can't always control if your team win, but you can control making sure you're safe.
That's true. Come on,
yeah, baby.
We might need to do a spin class, a master class on spin, because Josh is absolutely right. It's all about how you spin it, and definitely sitting depending on who you next to at that. So.
Like a washing machine.
Okay, now see, y'all doing too much. Y'all, for those listening, the only washing machine I've ever done was on the monkey bars. Have y'all did the washing machine on the monkey bars?
Sure, I'm trying to do the washing machine in about 20 minutes. Washing my clothes.
You know what? DM Rocks, I agree.
I think it's coming up soon when probably. Oh, I can't wait to see that.
I know you think that is probably going to be the next episode. I feel it
has to be next episode because I was like, well, I know Devon ain't going home because I ain't seen her and Pal argue yet. So they kind of gave us like a Traitors little snippet at the beginning, how they did with the Phaedra telling Peter that she ain't got to kiss his behind for a rose. We was like, well, we know Phaedra ain't going home till we hear that line, so we know she gonna be good, and that's kind of like. We know Devon is gonna be fine until we hear that, see that argument go down, which I'm still trying to figure out how they even got there.
Well, I think that low key this episode was kind of storytelling wise, start setting up the scenes where it seems like Jill and Devon are kind of distancing themselves from Pow in a way, not like fully, but she said like you're the only one I trust. It's like, well, what in the view because it caught me like, well, what exactly has Pow done to like lose trust? I know she hasn't like necessarily done anything to like I guess gain trust, but like.
Yeah.
What has she done? So I think, to me, storytelling wise, I feel like that's planting the seed. So I feel like that little nugget right there will probably grow into some sort of conflict that comes out of the GOAT challenge or whatever next episode.
Even her, and you mentioned too, like even her and Joe having that conversation next to each other, they were like, it's kind of getting down to the wire. We got to start thinking about the end game and all this stuff like that. With just them two having that conversation as well, and like kind of feeling like they may be on the bottom or whatnot. So I can see it. I'm interested, but we're gonna see. What if it was all fabricated? What if that was planned? It's like we need to play fight. We need to make up a.
What if it's a challenge and they had to like act? I'd be pissed.
I don't know because Devon ain't necessarily the type. I'm going to say no. Devon ain't the type to get in someone's face, but yes, she is. I'm going to say no, she ain't. But I remember she bucked up to Paulie.
Okay, listen. She bucked up to Polly. She did to Old Boy on the challenge.
Who was that in All Stars? She was about to Molly Wop.
Shane. Oh, in All Stars. Oh, Christmas.
Who was that? Bailey had to tell her to like, hey, come on. She had to walk out.
It was Felice Navidad.
Felice, yeah.
Yeah, Halloween Town. But yeah, we getting down to the wire, and so.
Angry Devon, my favorite Devon. I love when she turned up because every time she turned up is warranted. It takes a lot to get Devon like out of character because Devon is very like mild mannered. Like she's chill, she's cool.
She be chilling.
But baby, if you
don't bring up her daughter, and leave her alone.
She is going from 1.1 to 37, and I am for 37 Devon anytime. I love it. She be.
So obviously we got on the chopping block Pal, Joe, CJ, and Retsa. And Wendell knows the walls are closing in as he starts to. He know he's going
home. Yes, he's going home next week, bro. Numbers are dwindling, sir.
So he's like, let me try to talk to Devon because I can't trust Devon. She's shady. And I was like, hold on. She's shady. You can't trust her, but you're the one who crossed her.
And now that you said, there's one thing I really hate in games is these people that low key be gaslighting other people. Like, you betrayed me, and then you say you can't trust me. That is my biggest pet peeve in games. That's like,
I don't trust her. You didn't trust me, and I was trying to work with you.
Right. Work. And because my game moved on without you, and now I'm in control. No, now you can't trust me.
All Devon doing is paying Wendell the same energy she gave him.
Exactly.
She got
you like back. That now, huh?
She got and been getting it back the last 2 weeks. She was like, I can't get you, but I'm gonna get your friend.
On the left foot.
She collected Wendell's allies like Infinity Stones.
She's like, you save, you and Reza say, okay, that's fine. I'll get Tech. I'll get Justin. You're safe tonight, but there is somebody who I can get. And she's like, well, she was like, what if we do Joe? She's like, I can see a case for Joe, but I'm also hearing Reza. But I'll let you know if anything changes tonight. Yvonne, please, I'll let you know. We'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
At this point, because you have nothing. You have could have been a final two. Coulda. Shoulda. That's it. They would have ran this game if they would have worked together.
Yes, because
that's what we would have called a steamroll.
Yeah, because Reza could have been his number one, even though I don't like him, but whatever. They each have a separate one. Javon would have had Jill, and then they could have ran the table. Because look who's been winning all these GOAT challenges lately.
They could have had them a picnic. It ain't that many of them, so not cooking. They could have had them a little picnic. They could have had them a kickback. That's why I like kickback, because kickback is a smaller part. They could have been the kickback.
plus Gio and I guess Reza, because they wanted somebody, they little right hands or whatever.
Yeah, they plus one.
But I'm cool, because final two got to be Day and Jill. Okay, sorry, Wendell, you gotta go.
You will pay for your transgressions in this game. You see what you did.
Go watch The Quiet Place. Get your tickets, sir. We don't need you no more.
I mean, that's it. And so he's trying to convince her that Joe's the move. Joe is trying to stay safe because he's scared. Reza. I call him Ratza. He lucky I'm even calling him his real name right now. He freaking out. He feel like he's the one that's gonna go. So he goes and interrupts hair and makeup. And they're like, what you doing back here? It's hair and makeup. You want to be back here? And he's like, I just need to talk to Jill because you want to talk about what he said, Josh?
No, you got to play ball. You got
I got it. Okay. So he pretty much goes to her and he's just like, I don't know. Like, are we good? Pretty much like he's really trying to plead his case. He's like, are you going to vote for me? And stuff like that. And she was like, where is this coming from? We've always been friends. Like, we've been good. He's like, but I just, he just stuttering. He just really trying to plead his case. He don't want to go home. He don't want to vote for her. But she like, you left me when you didn't need me in this game. You was all over there.
Jill, real.
You mentioned
you flipped on me, bro. So,
she's like, we talked about that day one. Like, and ain't heard nothing of it since.
I low-key feel like that's why I feel like that low-key, that's why Devon and Jill bonded so well, because they each got done dirty by someone they felt they were close to. Devon
got played by the means.
I didn't think about that.
You just said it. I was like, I think that's low-key what got, well, on top of them, their personalities, I just think that's another thing that went and bonded them. Like, they both got screwed over by people that they're supposed to be cool with, but they decided to go over there and have a sausage party and abandon them. And now they want to come crawling back with their tail tucked between their legs. Now that the women are in charge.
Yep. Back in charge at that.
Yes.
They started off in charge. And then y'all got that one little measly. But see, that's what's wrong with these men on these games. Y'all get ahead of yourself. You think y'all got, because y'all won one time. And y'all think y'all got stuff under control. But y'all not nurturing the relationship that you need to be nurturing. And also, you're not winning the competition that you need to win. Or you're not building relationships with the people who are winning.
Get you a Joe.
Get you a Joe. Because why were y'all trying to discard Joe? If y'all hadn't discarded Joe,
they really had no reason to discard him, though. It was like no reason. Honestly.
Well, in Wendell's point of view, he said to appease the women.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta go.
All being omnipotent window of the king of the house. I was like, I'll give the women one pass. I'll get rid of Joe. He's the lector of the males that I want in my kingdom. He can go.
Right. And that was where he
You gonna get rid of me, bitch. I flip it on you.
Yeah, no. Like him even saying that was like, what's the point? Like, you in control. You don't have to give them. He's like, basically, like you mentioned, like the way he was even saying it was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna throw them this little crumb so they can get out my face and quit saying that me and is only working together and we ain't thinking about the women. That whole thought process is wrong. And so he threw Joe away and they scooped him up because they had the foresight to see that we're gonna need somebody. We're gonna need these numbers.
You got to give credit to Joe because I feel like even to some degree, like he's kind of sensed it too. So I think that's also another knock on Winslow. Like he couldn't even like hide the fact that how he was feeling about Joe. To the point that Joe said, "No, I feel it."
Yep, Joe knew. Right. And then that's one that even with last week when it was like, oh, you're not even gonna say hi, nothing. No, what I need to do all those pleasantries for, and I know you want me gone. Let me just
I'm good on you.
We just go jump straight to it. But yeah, like Tracy mentioned earlier, how Joe he had sense to be like, the women are winning everything, and they got the numbers. That's where I'm gonna be at with the women. The fellas can kiss my behind. And I ain't mad at it.
Don't float your way on over here, Joe. We accept you. Thank you for your vote.
It's a case of you can be with them or you can be against them. And it's like, knowing that the against them is with the guys that don't want him. It's like, yeah, I'd rather be with him. I don't blame Joe a damn bit.
Don't, because I would be Joe.
Me too.
Thank you.
But girl power.
What you ladies need to do? What y'all need me to? What vote? Who? What? When? Done.
And listen, I'd rather be on the bottom of a group of a winning team than on the bottom of a losing team any day, okay? Because the men are leaving back to back to back. Easy. Oh,
what you better say, Josh?
No, I was just gonna double down on what on the fact that Tracy said, yeah, he's gonna be at the bottom of the men's side too. He's at the bottom of both sides, but I'd rather be on the side that got the power. And like potentially if there's a more physical competition coming up, they take all these men. They're not worried about me because right now we're in a string of mental competitions. I'm not that smart. But he's a physical being, so when the tables turn, I'm gonna have a leg up on I might have a leg up on these ladies.
Yep. And so they get to the vote, and the votes. Oh, and it's just going back to back. One vote for this one. One vote.
Wait, no.
For Reza.
Wait. Pause. There's running back to the start of that ceremony, where Daniel Tosh was asking questions about asking people, and like Reza had the buck and was asking Jill, "Oh, Jill, do you feel I built the teams as even built as I could?" And it was like, "Ha!" And it was just like doing
so extra,
being very. I don't know. Like I get like sometimes being petty and rude because sometimes I am myself, but I don't feel like this was warranted. Like I don't really feel like the teams were that stacked in her favor. And if she's the GOAT. And if you're not a great competitor and you're not on the GOAT's team and they want to build a strong team, that's on you because the challenge ain't in your wheelhouse. If it was a challenge to be who could be the most tacky and who can give the most annoying confessionals, I bet she would choose you.
You just mad he got.
That's all it was.
Sorry.
I ain't sorry.
And then he was like, yeah, we had a personal relationship, but that's gone pretty much. And I was just like,
if you gonna be this petty over a game, bye. And second of all, I'm sure they want besties no ways. Bye.
They just from the same network. They weren't that. They wasn't
exactly.
They not that deep. They from the same.
They were hiding
network.
By friends. Hi.
He act like they grew up together. They was in the park together.
They be so extra with these reality relationships. I thought we were friends. Reza, what's my phone number?
Last time you? I was looking. When's the last time you text me or call me?
For my birthday. You ain't got to tell me the date. What month is it in? Thought so. Bye. Don't forget to bring your goat on the way up.
And so she mentioned that too. She was like, you got to remember that as a player and as a person, and they're not the same. You can't be thinking about that. You can't try to conflate the two. You just can't. But Reza, being the salty rat that he is, he was upset. And yeah, we'll talk about that. DM Rocks, I saw that. So he leaves, and then he flips Jill off. He was like, "This is what I feel about her." He flips her off, tosses the goat to the side, and Daniel was like, "Oh no, we need you to burn that, brother." So he runs it back out to him and make him put it in the fire. And he didn't get no limousine call either, did he? He was walking up the street. He didn't get no car.
Look, he don't deserve. He deserved to hitchhike. He deserved to go take a walk to run off all that hateration energy.
Mm-hmm. And was that Daniel that was being messy when he was like, wasn't he the one talking about Kristen? And that's exactly what he did.
I mean, that's why I like
Daniel being messy.
Look, but he was saying everything we was thinking because it's like the hypocrisy
of it all. In jail tissue, yeah, he went there. She was like, "Oh, he went in on Kristen and wouldn't let up." And now look at him. And so Sasha, it was hilarious. He is a really good host. Goofy as hell. And I like it works. Maybe it's just because it's the format of the show. I don't know what it is, but maybe because I don't know much about him. But it's funny to me the way he does this. Like even when they were doing the competition and they were like struggling, he was like, "Oh no, you don't have to keep focusing on nothing." He hitting golf balls and he just running his mouth while they're trying to focus. And it's just like this man ain't got a bit of sense. A bit of sense. But Retta is gone. Thank God. So glad to see you go.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so glad Retta is gone. Where my tambourine at?
I'm so glad that Retta is gone.
And I ain't had a tambourine in a minute.
I'm so glad that Retta is gone. I had somewhere in here. But he's gone. And Wendell, like I said earlier, the walls are closing in on him. He sees his eviction elimination is imminent at this point, and he doesn't really know what he can do except for try to win to buy himself some more time. But his time is coming. But things may be a little bit different. It's about there you go. But Daniel Tosh did inform us that the format will be changing next week. So I'm intrigued. What do you think, Game Maker Josh? Do you think this format could possibly be changing to?
I think this means that there will now be the elimination challenge will no longer be in teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll
individual.
Be and I think
we'll have
a part in, like, I guess, selecting, like, maybe like saving someone else from playing in the elimination comp, and maybe go down to having only 2 people eligible to be eliminated, or 2 or 3 people eligible, because they're like down to 7 now. So
that's a good one. It might be no go.
They can save one person. They do the survival challenge, and then like the bottom 2, 3, or whatever are the ones that remain eligible for elimination.
I like that, actually. I like that idea. Oh, Eli says no goat. There won't be a goat.
It'll be a possibility too.
I think there'll always be a goat just for the sake of the show.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the one constant. I feel like the change is going to be within the elimination competition. I think that's where the format's going to change.
Yeah, I think so for sure. And like there won't be no teams, like y'all said. I think it'll just be a singular goat. That means safety for yourself. If you want safety or something like that, again, you have to be the first one to win in the challenge or whatever. Or everybody, like Josh said, the first was only 7 people left, so the other 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 6 left or something like that. I don't know. But I'm interested to see what it is, so long as it don't mess up my people getting to the end. That's all I care about. You muted, Trees, if you saying something to us.
I was talking to my man.
Oh, okay.
But bye, Retza.
Yes. And I don't think Wendell's going home next week, but if you do, that's what I would love.
So 2 more episodes left? Ain't it only 8?
I would
right?
3.
Or is it 10?
It's 10 episodes. So we got 7, 8, 9, 4 more episodes.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Hey,
that was another funny thing. Huh?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that was another funny thing when Daniel was like, and we have reached our 6th and final ultimation, and the production like, no, this is not the final one. Oh my god,
He's stupid, man. Tosh is hilarious. He really is.
Oh, too funny. Too funny.
8 episodes.
But yeah, y'all, that's our recap for the episode. Josh, what was you about to add?
I done forgot. Well, I remember, but it wasn't even that important always, so it's whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's
Rox had brought up the Traitors season 3 cast. I did pull it up. You know, I'll be remembering people's faces.
Go ahead, pull it up. You got
pull it up so we can just get a glance.
And that's all I need is a glance because it wasn't moving me at all.
Nope.
Brittany,
we love our girl Brittany.
She gonna be
love Brittany. Okay.
We like Carolyn. She been messing
love
with
Carolyn.
Russell. Ma'am, she needs to stop hanging out with Russell. But
I don't know. I didn't watch his season. Tony, do we know him? Tony. Josh, do we like him? Okay, he can go home. First boot. Don't know you. You can be second boot. Tony Sandoval from Vanderpump Rules.
Don't watch that show, so.
Bob.
I do remember
Harper
Bob from Biggest Loser.
Yeah,
don't remember you.
I've been telling you, I've been recently watching The Biggest Loser.
It's funny that you've been rewatching it.
It's
now they got to bring Jill on. They should have brought Jill. That would have been funny.
Well, I don't know. Jillian got she wear the red hats, so I know she allowed to be. I don't know if you want to see her.
Oh, she Republicans?
Oh,
and from what I saw, she
well, not a Republican, a MAGA.
If I remember seeing on what I saw online, wow, yeah, she's a red hatter.
Wait, Jill who?
Jillian, the other trainer, the white girl.
Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, I did hear that.
Dang, Jillian.
Okay. Robin from Real House Potomac. I've heard of her, but I don't care.
Is that supposed to be a black one?
Fourth boot. I don't know.
They look like two different people.
They do. Dorinda Medley, Housewives of New York City.
I only know 2 Dorindas. The one from Cheetah Girls and the Dorinda Clark Cole. Okay, those only Dorindas I know.
Dolores Cantina from Real Housewives of New Jersey.
You look like she blackfishing.
I haven't watched this in a long time. Yeah, what are these like before and after pictures? Whoever
I don't
this
get
is
why
real
they did
messy.
that.
Because these are really like these really are like before and after. Oh, you know what they probably doing? Oh,
they doing cast pictures.
They're probably showing a
picture.
picture from the show they were on and then now, but it's still messy because a lot of y'all look raggedy now.
It's like, I'm sure you could have went on the profile and gotten better pictures.
Okay, Mary Cosby from Real Housewives of Salt Lake. She looked like she got she looked the same wig for the most part, but that wig
in that second picture.
That wig, her smile different. She done got a little Botox on. Chriselle from Selling Sunset. She's pretty, but she's pretty, but I don't know with the darker hair. Is that different hair color? We just judging people.
And is
Sean Lowe from Bachelor Nation. I remember him. I don't remember if I like him.
Peter got 2 of his Bachelor brothers on this show.
I remember him, but I don't remember if I like him.
It's another
like Wells. Wells is married to old girl from Modern Family. The oldest daughter. I don't remember her name.
The Bachelor too, ain't he?
Yeah, he actually so he was on The Bachelor, right? Then he married old girl. Then he became the host of the little spinoff. What's the little spinoff show?
Bachelor in Paradise, the Bachelor Pad.
Bachelor in Paradise, yeah.
Okay.
We like was. Sierra Miller, Summer House. Why Summer House? There must be 2 Summer Houses because I don't know who that is.
Shut up.
Davey. Shout out to Davey.
Shout out to Davey.
He from Survivor. We know Davey, friend of the show. Sean Lowe is not on. I guess we got that one. Okay. I guess that's it.
So far. I don't know why they getting us this cast in pieces.
You know what? Davey Wells and Brittany for final 3. Thanks. That's it.
You said forget Carolyn, huh?
Should be 4th.
Mm-hmm.
I love Brittany. I want Brittany.
Davey
Brittany
for
or
the win,
Davey.
though.
Brittany and Davey. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now
Brittany and Davey
the real question is, do we want them to be faithfuls or traitors?
I want to see Davey as a traitor.
I think he'd be a good traitor.
I would love to see Davey as a traitor. Y'all know Davey. If y'all follow him or anything, that man loves to cosplay. So he's gonna have the time of his life
in that
if he is gonna become a traitor,
with the
because
cape and all.
He's gonna eat it. If y'all CBS, is this CBS Paramount?
No, this is somebody different. This is NBC.
Peacock.
But
Peacock,
NBC
Peacock.
I think.
Peacock. If you do not make Davey a traitor, y'all are tripping, because he's gonna give content. He's gonna give me memes, and also he's gonna give me new gifts and pictures and videos for my folder, for my response folder, because he gonna eat it up.
He's the head of Blur
Davey
Nation.
for the win. Davey for the win.
Like,
Brittany for second place. Sorry, girl. I would love her to be a traitor too.
So Ray say we root for everybody black first. So yeah. Davey, I will be super excited to watch and see him. It's about time, because CBS played in his face. They should have been called him.
Davey should have been on another show by now, though. Honestly, on the cool.
Should have been on the show by now. Challenge should have been and called him. He was an alternate. First of all, he was the alternate for the show. He's the king of being an alternate and then getting put on.
When is this supposed to come out?
Next year.
You look at
You know, it's always.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because I want him on. I want him to be on 50, a Survivor.
Yeah, December. Well, you know, he should be able. He should, because they'll be done. Film. You know, only take 2 weeks to film this show. 2-3.
Yeah,
weeks.
but you know, contracts. Do Peacock be contracting like that?
I don't think so. Because you got to remember, she went to Big Brother right after, so it really wasn't. Or was that last year? Yeah.
No, that one right after.
No one right after.
Oh, was that season 24
like 2
that was
years.
after? Oh, was it?
It had to be 2. Child, I don't know. We're gonna look it up. I don't know. We were in our mouths. But I'm excited to watch it. Traitors
Derek
has
is
been
not
eating
coming.
in
I
every
hope he's
season.
not coming.
Derek can.
He needs to come on so he can lose. I want to
see
see him do real bad. He can come on and be bad.
I need to get.
No, he is not coming on after Dan. Nah, he's like, nah, I ain't gonna even do it. I ain't gonna even.
Although,
TV,
you know, reality TV, the person who who does these insiders, they did say another Big Brother player is finally coming on. Like, they have some mystery about it, and everybody's suspecting it's like Derek. So we'll see. If he come on, I'll be very surprised if he did. But if he does, I hope he loses.
I don't want to see him.
I don't want to see him either, but
I want to see him lose. I want him to have a moment like when Phaedra went off on Dan. I want someone to have a moment like that with him.
And eat him up.
Eat him up, smooth up, put him in a garbage disposal. That's how much I want him grinded down to a pulp.
I don't want to see Danny on nothing else. She ruined that in All Stars. She should never.
What about Red?
She did.
I think you're talking about Black Danielle, right?
No, I'm talking about seeing Danielle. I'm talking about Danny Briones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she can stay at home. Don't want to see her. If she ain't gonna bring that black hair,
she
out,
need to stay at home and watch
home.
her children. That was sexist of me, but I'm tired of seeing you, girl.
Because if she wasn't gonna play like black hair Danny, then she shouldn't even accept the call for.
Ma'am, go tend to your husband and your children.
Because we really, and I know we off track and we get ready to close out, but it's just really, I'm just upset about it all over again. Because if she would have played like black hair Danny, we would have had a different game in All Stars. Even that one change, although there were lots of changes that needed to be made. Even with her using the HOH, if she would have went to black hair Danny and took a real shot at the people instead of worried about Ian and the non-factor people, we would be looking at a totally different All-Star game. But anyway, we're done with that.
All that money her daddy gave her. Evil Dick blocked me on Twitter. I don't even know what I said, but I probably said something crazy.
But you like him, so you wouldn't say nothing crazy about him.
I miss about his kid. Probably. I ain't gonna even hold you.
He don't like that girl either, so he should have blocked you for that.
That's what I'm saying. You should have liked it and retweeted it. Why we at it? You do not like her.
I don't
Your
know
tweets
what
worse than mine.
I promise you, I ain't never said nothing about Evil Dick in my life. And I just happened to go to his page one time.
Yeah, that's crazy if he
and I was
blocked you because you don't really be saying nothing too out of pocket.
So the fact that I was blocked, I ain't never said nothing to this man. But what it is, I probably said something in the tag. You know, one of my tweets in the tag, he didn't like or something, and he
Probably
blocked
hit him
me
with
for
a
that,
gift he ain't like.
It is what it is.
Eric, as we know, I am a chronic blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it don't really even be you. Sometimes it be circumstance. Like sometimes when I'm like,
I'm gonna block you
like,
and your friends.
Because sometimes if I see something, if I'm in like the big with a hashtag and I see someone say something stupid, I may ignore it. But you know how sometimes algorithms sometimes puts people on your timeline that you don't follow, and it's not because they got retweeted, it's not because someone liked it. If you end up on my timeline, you say something I don't like, you're getting blocked.
That's crazy.
He might have had a quota and was like, "You up?"
Yeah. Which is crazy. I'm like, who's profile? Who's TL am I popping up? Oh,
what we playing?
Little old me. Whose thing am I popping up on?
Right.
But y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you as always. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at @whoallthere and Instagram at @whoallthere as well. And of course, follow us on YouTube and subscribe. And turn on those post notifications, please. And thank you. And make sure you tell your mama, cousin, auntie, daddy, sister, and brother, grandma, and grandpa about this podcast. And especially for those who are listening, make sure you're downloading and giving us a 5-star review, okay?
All that.
And leaving us some comments because we want to hear from you. We do this for you. And we'll be back next week for the GOAT episode 7. And obviously, you know, Bridgerton, I caught up on Bridgerton finally, so I may pop in and do a little recap for the 4 episodes of Bridgerton. Who knows? I'll decide. Don't really know. But we got a lot of heavy hitting shows coming out in a few weeks. We got The Boys coming back on the 13th of this month. We got House of the Dragons coming back. Girl, yes. Then we got freaking.
I just need to do a TV roundup episode and just talk about all the shows we just feel like for the heck of it.
Bel-Air coming back. Then I almost said Without a Trace. What's our other show? Our lawyer show?
Reasonable Doubt.
It's too much coming back, y'all. They trying to. Oh, yeah, thank you, Josh. I know what Josh was about to say. The freaking mold coming back. It's too much. It's too much. But we got stuff. We got stuff planned ish. We'll see. But we're rambling. We love you. Y'all have a wonderful night. And we out of here.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye, bye, bye.